From what I've seen and experienced in life so far, this is rarely how it works. You don't just get better at the thing by only doing the thing. That assumption shows up everywhere in sports. If hitting isn't improving, swing more. If strength's not improving, do more reps. If results aren't showing up, just work harder. But that logic breaks down pretty quickly because repetition without change, it doesn't create progress. It creates familiarity. The body doesn't reward effort, it responds to stimulus. If the stimulus doesn't change, the outcome doesn't either. I've seen athletes swing thousands of times with the same limitations still present. I've seen athletes lift for years without ever addressing the basic weaknesses underneath their movement. They weren't lazy. They weren't undisciplined. They were repeating patterns their body already knew how to survive with. Doing more of the same thing feels productive, but most of the time, it just makes the problem more familiar. Time doesn't fix limitations, it reinforces them. And as the game speeds up, pitchers are throwing harder now, and the margin for error is getting smaller. If an athlete can't control force, more swings don't teach control. They make compensation automatic. That's why issues don't disappear, they settle in. And as competition improves, those same limitations, they get exposed. Not because the athlete stopped working, but because the game started asking harder questions the body couldn't answer. Improvement doesn't come from doing more. It comes from changing the capacity. That's the difference between repetition and development. If you found this helpful, make sure you're following us over on Instagram at B3_HP for more content, tips, and athlete success stories. If you're already convinced, head on over to www.b3hp.com to get started. We'll schedule a time for you to come in, meet the team, and see what real training looks like. Let's get to work.